Hey, I'm Joe LeMay. I'm the CEO and co-founder here at Rocketbook.
I'm Michael, and I am the head of customer happiness at Rocketbook.
Crowdfunding is kind of crazy when you think about it. What it means, what it allows someone to do is it lets someone like myself say, hey, I want to make a product. I haven't actually made it yet. So in our case, the first campaign we wanted to make was a Rocketbook Wave microwavable notebook. We created a campaign page about it. People pre-purchased the product, trusted us to make it, and then many months later, we delivered on the promise.
I think a big reason we do crowdfunding at Rocketbook is it's part of our DNA, part of our heritage. You know, Joe referenced the Wave being the first Rocketbook product that was ever built, and that was launched on a crowdfunding campaign. So it's a great way to kind of connect with the Rocketbook community too. One example is, for the Rocketbook Orbit, which is our most recent crowdfunding campaign, it's got these page packs that kind of come off, and these page packs have a lot of different page templates. And we had a few backers reach out and say, hey, we want a completely blank page template, which we were not previously offering. And now we are, because we heard from our backers that's what they wanted. We hadn't launched on a crowdfunding campaign. We wouldn't have known that until it was too late. So just a great example of the backers being part of the process.
Yeah, and even in our first crowdfunding campaign, we actually had our backers vote on what our logo should be. So that was decided by our original crowdfunding backers who backed our first project. Well, one of the most important things is to just provoke curiosity. Your project hopefully will be showing up in search results, in category, like the technology category. People will see a thumbnail image of your campaign, as well as the title and subtitle. And we're always testing that hero image throughout the campaign with alternative hero images, trying different ones to see what people are responding to as well.
Right, so once a backer is curious enough to click on our page, our product page, and look at it, what's super important is the story behind the page. There are tens of thousands of campaigns live on Kickstarter every day. So what's gonna make this potential backer interested in your product, and how you tell that story, and how we like to tell the story, is through an awesome crowdfunding video. I think there's nothing wrong with two creators sitting on a couch and talking directly into a camera of why we made this product and why it's important, but we like to have more fun with it and make it more memorable. For example, in the Orbit video, we went into an actual courtroom. We filmed an actual court scene where we pressed charges against paper legal pads. And at the end, we had a judge with a fake mustache breakdancing as everyone celebrated. So you can still tell a great story and have fun with it as well.
The other important parts that are the campaign page, the imagery and the language that you use on it. One of the things about the Orbit is magnets make it possible to take the page pack on and off, therefore making it a modular system, right? So we could have just said that. But of course, we want to bring it to life and show, like we say, for example, what's your favorite force in the universe? Ours is magnetism, etc. Magnets alert. Right? It's just like showing people that nobody can geek out over a notebook product more than us. Well, if this is your first campaign, take time to develop a large email list, as large as you can. Blast everybody on day one. These days for Rocketbook, we have a really large email list. And so we don't actually email everybody in the first day. But then as we start to drop in the category rankings, then we'll send out another email, rise back up, and then maybe drift a little bit as well. And then send out another email. So for example, with the Orbit, there were many days where we're number one on the platform, and we hope most days we'll be in the top 5 for the technology product category.
So backer updates are crucial to a crowdfunding campaign. When we launch the Orbit, we can send backer updates to all of our previous campaigns as well. So, our Everlast and our Wave campaigns, in our Mini, all those previous crowdfunding projects that are over, we can still send backer updates to them, letting them know, hey, now we have the Orbit live, come check it out. We also then send backer updates to gather feedback about the final product design. One example is the initial pen dock, which is right here on the top of the Orbit, is where the pen goes. The initial prototype in our entire campaign page had a prototype with the pen dock at the bottom. But we did some user testing. We put out a survey and a backer update, and overwhelmingly our backers said the pen dock makes way more sense to top. So crucial to the entire process.
The funnest part of the campaign really is the end of the campaign, where now you are shipping them out to actual backers, and just their excitement level of being the first people to get their hands on this novel product that never existed in the universe and potentially would never have existed without their support.
It's called the Rocketbook Wave. Oh yeah, look at that.
Why we like the Rocketbook Wave?
It's just, as a creator, that's just what I live for.